what is it? Sony released it, so
Oh,
we
okay.
can use it now. About to use it right now. We do own the rights to this music. It has been released to us. So beat a be back up here at B Fan.
Got the music back.
My boy D Minus is in the house.
Yes, sir. I'm here.
He's sick. You know I'm here. Oh, that looks good as shit. What was that? That looked pretty good. I don't know what that was. That looked pretty good. D Minus, what's up, baby? Get Money Sports. Football, 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 football.
Bro, it is here, man, and I'm
It is
all for
here.
it. It's here, man, and I couldn't wait for it. It didn't come quick enough for me, man. What about you?
I mean, I'm a baseball fan, but I'm not going to lie to you. The best part about the not the fat, my bad, the Pat McAfee show.
Yeah.
I'm going to get shit for that. I know I am. The best thing about the Pat McAfee show is when they come in and they just go, football. I mean,
sir.
it's that energy because it's such a short season and we don't have that much time to talk about it. Baseball's a long time. I'm still a baseball fan, but it's football time. It's football time.
Baseball. I've been enjoying baseball this year. It's been a lot of crazy stuff in baseball, but I'm in for it, man. You know, baseball been exciting, man. It ain't been boring this year. It's been pretty exciting, man.
And we're seeing shit we're never going to see probably ever again. So we'll talk about that when the baseball comes up. But when football's coming, that means something more important's coming for all of us men with testosterone, and that's called fantasy football.
Football fantasy, baby.
Last year, Get Money Sports ran our first season, and I decided that I was going to make it a penalty season. I see all these groups out there, and I wanted to be one of those groups. So we had a penalty. If you came in last, you had to get BFAM 1096 tattooed somewhere on your body. And we had a sponsor. There's a tattoo shop. D-Minus, who lost?
One of Ken, nephew Steve. His name is Steve.
His name is
Steve. I don't want to put him out like that, but
we're not going to do last name. Just say Steve.
Steve.
Steve lost. But here's the good thing about losing sometimes. The sponsor folded.
Right.
The sponsor folded. And be honest now. Is it that petty where you would come out of pocket to pay for the tattoo? I'm with you.
You know what? You know these. I kind of wanted to see that. Though. I want to see that tattoo.
I did. I wanted to see where would you have put it?
Yeah.
Because you're not a tattoo guy, are you?
Oh yeah, man! Look at that. Bam.
Okay, so you are a tattoo. I'm an upper arm guy. So we're in business, so we keep them above the sleeves.
Yeah.
You know. Where would you have put it then? Just somewhere inside the other tattoos where you couldn't see it?
Yeah, it'll be somewhere you couldn't see it. I can guarantee you that. Maybe on a small of my back, on the person that I'm with will see it.
Yeah,
maybe like a little bit of thing on my back, maybe something like that. But nah.
So here's what I'm offering out there. Because I'm a little upset that I'm too cheap to come off of this, and I mean it probably wouldn't cost $60 to $100. I'm just too cheap to make it happen. If you are a tattoo shop, I can put this back in place. I'm the manager of the league. The loser will get a tattoo that says BFAN 19.6, and I will shout your tattoo shop out for the entire year. You just have to let us get tattooed at your shop when this is over. That's it. Super simple. Oh, yeah, there's one more thing. We need some money. If we're shouting you out, we're a sports thing. There was money involved.
Right.
We'll just leave it at that. If you're interested, you can see the box there. Our draft was awesome, was it not?
Oh, yeah, it was nice, man. We had a good time, man.
Yeah. The best part was, of course, I rip up 12 numbers. I fold them up. I throw them in this trash can, and I give them to the beautiful, beautiful Kara Mosby. She's going to regulate and see who draws first. And we decide that we're going to draw by arrival. Well, I was first, but I decided because I was representing Myron that I would let Myron go first. So I reach in the can, I pull out Myron's number. Myron gets a 3.
Not bad, not bad.
Not bad, not bad. So then Karen shakes it up, and I put my hand in the draw for me. And I pull out one. Now, I'm not going to say.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was a setup.
Man, it was your wife. And if you want to set things straight, so your wife want anything good to happen for me. Me and Karen butt heads because she's tougher than I am. That's what it is.
Boy, you crazy.
Anyway, so I draw one. D-Miles, when you went up there, what'd you draw?
I draw number 6, man. And I had one last year. I was number 1 last year.
You were number 1 last year.
Yeah.
And we do have to go over this. I don't know why I put it in here, but yeah, the winner of the first year for Get My Sports Fantasy Football League was Roger May. You want to say anything about that?
Boo, Roger May. Boo, Roger May. This guy here, man, he's like an analyst. He sitting there crunching numbers and crunching player stats and all that crazy shit, and it ended up paying off because I was, he was in my division, which, I didn't make the playoffs. But this year's gonna be a little different. But shout out to Roger May, though. I ain't gonna lie. Good folks, man. Good people. Shout out.
Thanks. He is good people, but he was the only guy to bring the book.
Yes.
And I'll put it in this quotation for those on radio. I got my fingers up with those buddy ear things. He was the only one to bring the book.
Right.
He brings it every year, and he sits over in the corner, the closest to the board he can. He doesn't hear very good, so he doesn't got to listen to that background noise over in the war room. Right. He eats and minds his business. I don't think he drafted very well this year, D.
And you know what? I was saying the same thing. I was like, maybe he got a different strategy, man, because
lose?
His first 2 pick was a running back, which I get it, but I don't know, man. I'm a little skeptical. Last year was a good draft for him, but
I agree.
This year, I gotta wait and see, man. My division look really good right now. I feel real good about my squad, but we'll see.
See, and when we're talking about divisions, the way we did it was the 4 people that originally started Get Money Sports. We had to get a 4th, so Ken got thrown in there. He ain't really been inside the show very often, but he's one of the boys, man. He's in the school club, He knows football. He knows this part of football, the quotation part of football. Got to meet his whole family this week, man. That was pretty cool. We won't go into that. That's for another show for sure.
Yeah.
The way we do it is each one of us gets to pick who we want to play with. So D is the captain of his division. If he wants to make the playoffs, he's just got to beat the 2 people that he brings.
Right.
D, fess up. I'm going to fess up right now. I do not go out and get easy people. I could go out and get people that don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Right. And that's the thing with me. Roger May, of course, like I said, he's a numbers guy. He crunch numbers. He know all that stuff. So I wanted the best person in my division. Then I had Chris. Chris knows his football too. Chris had a good season last year. Injuries hurt his team as well as mine. So Roger got a little easy streak because both of our teams got hurt. My number 1 pick, Jefferson, got hurt. Man, come on, man.
Facts.
Trevor Lawrence got hurt. Herbert got hurt. So I had a real bad injury.
You had an injury-prone year for sure.
Yeah, man. So, but I go out and get the best, man. I want the best competition. So
same. Somebody asked me why'd you it was Lisa. We're looking at the report cards that Yahoo gives out. My division, this was our report cards from our draft.
Mm-hmm.
AAA. I've got Nick and Roddy in my league. Yahoo predicts it out. I'm predicted to go 10-2. Nick's predicted to go 10-2. Roddy's predicted to go 13-0. I don't even know how the fuck Yahoo predicted that.
Wow.
Because we all play in the same division. There's no way that we can only have 4 losses in our division with the 3 of us in the division.
Right.
So I get the Yahoo bullshit about grades, but all 3 people in my division got A's. All 3 people in D's division got A's.
I need to see. You know my division? My grade. Yeah. What my grade was?
You were an A-.
Okay.
You got an A-, an A, and an A. I've got an A+ and 2 A's.
Okay.
Now, if you want to talk about some other divisions like Ken's, because he's not here to defend himself, you got 2 B's and a C.
Wow.
Kunta's 3 B's.
Okay.
So if D- and I make the playoffs, we beat the best people. Yahoo said so.
Yeah, that's true.
So I picked number one. I picked Christian McCaffrey because he seems like I've gone around and polled people, asking if they had the number one pick in the draft, who they pick. Pretty much everybody says him too. He's
Yeah.
going to be, unless he gets injured, I think he's the best player out there.
Oh, yeah, good
Doesn't
pick.
mean I have to like him. Just means
He was definitely going top 3. Definitely.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
And then we play snake, dragon, whatever you want to call it, where we go 1 to 12, 12 to 1. So next time it came around, I had 2 picks. And we're just going to cover that. I got Puka and I got Chris Olave. I think that the receiver core this year is going to be what wins fantasy football. D-Minus, how'd you do in your draft?
I did pretty good. So I was the number 6 pick in my draft. I ended up going first pick. I like Amon-Ra St. Brown, man, from Detroit. A wide receiver, man. He threw some big numbers last year, 1,500 yards plus passing. Receiving. I just think he's gonna have a breakout year this year, man. I like the pick. I thought he was gonna go like top 4. I thought somebody was gonna grab him fast, and he was still at 6. I was like, oh yeah, definitely got to get him. And then my second pick, I think it was Brandon Ayuk.
Yep.
Yep. So I got 2 good, hell of a wide receivers that should produce some pretty good numbers, man. So I like Brandon Ayuk. One thing about the pick that I did in doing my homework, I skipped over one receiver that I think is gonna make some noise this year. And when I finished my draft, I went back to DC and looked at it. He was still on the board. It's a wide receiver from Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
Khalil Shakir. Now, the reason I say that, and I went to go pick him up, I already got him now. So the reason I picked him up, DC, is if you think about it, last year he was a really dark horse. You know, you didn't really see him, but you seen him enough. So now with Stephon Diggs gone, I think that this guy gonna have a breakout season this year. I think he's gonna be more like a slot cover guy. I think he's gonna get a lot of yards and stuff this year. I think watch out for Khalil Shakir from Buffalo, wide receiver, and Keon Coleman. I think he's gonna he'll have a nice season. So
I think off of my draft, my surprise player is going to be Austin Eckler, because I used to watch football back in the 80s. All I remember is when the Washington Redskins had this horse inside the 20 named John Riggins. Now, we already know Austin Eckler is a beast inside the 20 when he played for the Chargers.
Right.
Let's go ahead and put Jayden Daniels. We're just talking about in the red zone.
Right.
When Washington is in the red zone, you've got to worry about this as a defense. You got to worry about Eckler. You got to worry about Jayden Daniels and those 3 receivers. I think Eckler's going to have a touchdown type like John Riggins. Or remember Pittsburgh with Jerome Bettis?
Yeah.
We get inside the 10, it's bust time.
And you know what, DC? I think that he have to redeem himself from last year because he sucked this year. He did not he was on a trading block with week 6, man. Like because I think Ken dropped him like number 1. And I'm like, he had a down year. Now, year before that, he was good. But for some reason last year, man, it's like he slowed down for some reason. I'm not sure what happened.
And I'll tell you what, I got him in the 12th round, which makes him even better.
Yeah.
That was my steal for me was Austin Eckler and also Ty Chandler. I'm not really sure what's going on up there in Minnesota, but somebody has to touch the ball. Okay?
Yeah.
So, you know, I don't know. Who do you think was your late draft pick for you? Like, you can't believe I got this person that late. What was your?
Well, DC, you're gonna probably laugh, but the Patriots defense.
There's no laugh there.
And so the Patriots defense, I think a lot of people kind of like underestimated them, man. They was like top 5 defense last year, and they only lost 1 player to the Falcons, which was what's his name? The best defense player they had.
Yeah.
But I think that Patriots is a sneaky defensive team this year, man. And I was like, okay, I got that. But another one, man, was Evan Ingram from Jacksonville. I got him late a little bit, but I'm surprised nobody jumped on him. Now I get people in my fantasy want to trade for him. I'm like, you should have did your homework.
Yeah,
so
done your homework.
And I got him, and I got Laporta from Detroit. two wide receivers, two big top wide receivers, tight ends that I have, man. So I would say Evan Ingram was that late pick that I got. I think people sleeping on.
I do believe that you're going to have to get rid of one of those tight ends eventually during the year. You did very, very, very well in the tight end department.
Yeah.
Where I think I did a little better. And I didn't even do it on purpose. Okay. So it was kind of weird. And host, I love them. You know what? Sometimes people make me smile. Right now, I'm smiling. Please welcome to the show, Teddy TKO.
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
What's up, man?
I sent Teddy a text and I said, Teddy, if you're awake, because he ain't supposed to be here till 1 o'clock. And it's Saturday. I know what the hell we doing. Plus, Teddy got kids. You know, I said, if you're awake and you can cover, me and D Minus could really use you. Teddy, appreciate you. We just got done with the fantasy football part. Go into D Minus. Let's talk about this quarterback. I'm going to do it again. Controversy. There's a little guys, what's going on?
Yeah, so this week, two organizations made a deciding choice who they're gonna start in quarterback. New England Patriots going to be starting Jacoby Brissett over Drake May, and Pittsburgh Steelers, my team, home team, baby. Let's go Steelers Nation, baby. They're gonna be starting Russell Wilson over Justin Fields. I posed a question to the panel: what was the better move for the team and why? I just start with the Patriots right quick. Jacoby Brissett, I think, was the best decision. However, I think that Drake May is probably gonna get some playing time soon because I think Jacoby probably has some injuries that people are worried about. But I think that's a better choice for Brissett to start, being the fact that he has experience. Now, Drake May did look good in preseason. Can't deny that. He looks real good to be a rookie. And I think he's definitely the future of the Patriots. But I think Brissett was the right choice, experience-wise. And I think you don't want to set your boy Drake May up for this Patriot offense that doesn't even produce anything. If risk of getting hurt, your future. So I think they need to draft better for Drake May next year, or even make some trades this year for Drake May to protect the guy. Because if he's your future, I think that's the guy you want to have protected. But I think I like the Jacoby Brissett because of the experience, like I said. Now we can go to the Steelers, which is my team. I know a little bit more about this organization. I like Russell Wilson starting. I do. Justin Fields definitely the future. I hope he's going to get a lot of playing time though. Rest assured. But I think Pittsburgh made the right decision in starting Russell Wilson. One Super Bowl, two appearances at the Super Bowl. He got the experience to get the Steelers done. The only thing that concerns me about the Steelers is their offense is marshmallowly. The offensive line is marshmallowly soft. And if they don't tighten that offensive line,
we're a little late.
It's gonna be Justin Fields real soon because Russell's gonna get killed. But I like Russell in this thing, but I think we got the offensive line beefed up. I think we can make some noise in the AFC, man. I really do, because we got everything. We got every other piece, and we got defense to compete with AFC North as we do every year. What do you guys think?
All right, Teddy, let's start with you. Teddy TKO. You can catch him on Monday nights at 7 o'clock on the Knockout Hour.
I miss y'all.
Hey, we ready for you to come back, man. We know you're handling business, but hey, we ready for you to come home back, man.
Shout out to Snooty Fox, too, for covering in. He's been doing a really good job.
That's cool.
No doubt. Love Snooty Fox, man. But on the subject at hand, when it comes to the quarterback situations, I think with New England, they even have a diamond in the rough with Joe Milton. I think he really has a strong arm. He can get it down the field, make big plays. And I think that's what the Patriots need. Sometimes playing that small ball within that box of saying 10 yards, the safeties are playing down, it's easier to get underneath. So I think you need that quarterback that can get that arm to throw it over top. But I do agree, Drake May can possibly be the future of that organization. I think if he just keep working hard and wait for his time up. But I think they made the right decision when going with the vet. Let's see what happens at the first couple of games. Let's say 4 to 6 games in, it's not looking too good. Then let's go ahead and call that rookie. I think that's important. And with the Steelers, I would say that I think that's the right decision. Again, go with the vet. You know, go with what you know. If he can go out there and get that team riled up and put y'all through, which I think y'all make the playoffs again, or
Yeah.
again be above 500. I think at least maybe 9, 10 game wins this year, very possible in y'all division. Because I don't think Cleveland is as good as everybody say they are.
Right.
That's just me. Yeah, because it's not about Deshaun Watson. I just think that
It's about that
he's
deal.
possibly not the right. He's not the right quarterback for that team. That's just me. Sometimes he's too sometimey for me.
Mhm.
And so yeah, but I would say that yes, Justin Fields is another thing where he can learn. I think it's a learning program for some of these quarterbacks. Not Trey Lance so much, but some of that Justin Fields could learn a lot from Russell Wilson.
Fire
By
and
the
shot.
way,
Fire and
hey,
shot.
gentlemen, this is my high school football jersey.
Hey,
I'm
let's go.
representing. Yeah,
I
man, I got it back
care
yesterday.
is that I see that G. I see the G.
Yeah,
I knew something was going on. We got a
yeah,
Carolina
man.
boy, the Georgia jersey. I love my
Yeah,
boy TKO.
shout out to Graham High School. Got my jersey back. You know, they have not worn this jersey since it was one season after I played in '05. So this jersey ain't been worn in 18 years. Shout out. I got my jersey back.
Remind me, Teddy, to ask something if we have a time filler about that the day you went to your football game there again. We were talking about your show.
Oh,
Uh, my opinion to answer this question, the correct answer is Russell Wilson has always been the smarter choice for the Steelers. Always, since the very beginning. And I don't understand how football fans can think he is going to bomb like he did in Denver.
Yeah.
We got to remember something in Denver. Sean, I want to give him a fucked up nickname. That's enough right there. Sean, you need a fucked up nickname. Peyton wanted Wilson out from the rip. As soon as he got there, he said, I don't want an aging quarterback. I can't build around an aging quarterback. How are you gonna have a good year when your HC doesn't even believe in you? Russell Wilson's gonna have a phenomenal year. Y'all find out week one. But I want to touch on this Patriots thing because something happened in the last preseason game that nobody's talking about.
Mm.
Jacoby Brissett got hit and he
Yeah.
got injured. His throwing shoulder is injured. I know you guys are everybody's saying he's QB1, Mayo's saying he's QB1, and then everybody's talking about Drake May. You're right. Drake May's going to sit the bench, and then he's going to become trade bait. You heard it right here. Because Joe Milton's going to take that job.
Damn.
I hope he does.
I'm
Wow.
That
telling
boy
you,
got
you
an
heard it.
arm. That boy got throw.
This is how it's going to happen. Jacoby is not healed. That hit that he took for that shoulder injury, I think they're playing it off, and it's on the throwing side. When he goes to throw deep today, we'll find out. And I know he's been practicing all week. Practice ain't the lights on. I'm talking about throwing with pressure on you, real pressure, not with the red shirt on. When
Mhm.
Brissett gets injured, you're not going to put May in. They've already said this is May's learning year. So they got to put Milton in, and Milton's ready. Y'all seen him in preseason? I know Teddy did. We talked.
Yeah, he got an arm.
Yeah. So Drake May will be a quarterback, in my opinion, on another team next year. And I'm fine with you, the Raiders, Colin. How y'all doing?
Well, I think on the Milton part of it, I watched him a little bit this preseason. Is his game management is a concern for me actually, and I tell you, he got the arm to throw the ball. I get that.
Oh,
But
facts.
as far as managing the game and being smart about it, that's the thing that kind of like I look at with him. He's a good quarterback. Don't get me wrong, but I think if you look at Drake May and how he execute the game and execute how he managed the game, I think that's what you got to look at when you're looking at Drake May, because even being a rookie, doing what he did in preseason was pretty damn cool, man. So that's why I say Drake May probably is the future for. I know he's the future, but I don't think Milton would get that job in front of him.
But I would say, see, Milton's one of those quarterbacks where he's just not going to get that opportunity. I'm afraid of that. That
Yeah.
has all the right tools and really don't have a chance. What was that quarterback that played behind Lamar Jackson a lot of years, and every
Oh
time he
yeah,
steps up, he kills? It's Taylor,
yeah.
right?
Tyrod Taylor.
No,
Tyrod Taylor.
yeah, Tyrod
I
Taylor.
think
So
him.
Jacoby Brissett's one of those quarterbacks. He never got a chance.
Right, and I don't understand sometimes. Even like a Garner Minshew, I'm glad. I'm glad he got an opportunity now.
Yeah, me too.
But some of them quarterbacks, I really believe like Drake May will end up being like that. I don't think he's like. I don't think he's. I'm not trying to put him down. I don't think he's going to be a superstar quarterback. However, I think he can be a I don't know. I think he's an 89 quarterback to me. He's nothing. I don't see nothing really pop off the screen when I see him, especially at Carolina. I think that he dropped a lot of games he should have won.
All right, so we're going to Kunta's story now, and it was funny how he wrote it in there. He just wrote something. Let me read it here. Hold on. We want to make sure because and he just texted his baseball picks, so you're going to get it. We're not going to tell you what's wrong. That's wrong. He's just having personal problems right now. So, how did he? Where is this text here? Okay, my story because we got a text group where we all text in the stories. My story this week. All hail San Francisco. Y'all already know where I'm going with this. Let's talk about it. So D-, while you're talking about it, focus Sam to one of our sponsors.
I can't talk and look at the same time.
McIntyre's Bakery.
That's messed up, man.
I know it is, but
But I like it though, D. I'm here for it. So it's brought to you by McIntyre, I guess.
It brought Kunta.
But he said, all hail San Francisco. Now, I would agree with him.
What?
If under one condition, though. They haven't signed Trent Williams yet. They ain't going nowhere without that horse in that line. So my first priority would have been Trent Williams. Then Ayuk. Ayuk is good, don't get me wrong, but they still got weapons on that team that and I'm not saying they can miss Ayuk, but I think missing a Trent Williams is more critical. So I'm not there with saying all hail San Francisco yet because they haven't signed the most important person yet on that team, which is Trent Williams.
Teddy, they paid too much money for Ayuk. By the way, Kunta. Oh, hell. Oh, hell. Teddy, did they pay too much money for Brandon? I think I'm going to eat another one of these.
Oh, yes, they did.
Oh,
way too much. I'd say maybe 100 million. I know 120. That was too much.
Plus the guarantee. Don't forget the guarantee part.
Oh, you see exactly.
That's
no
nah. You're not gonna make
for a two.
Yeah,
for a two receiver. Could no disrespect, man. He's a two. He's not a one. So paying him
got him as a one though, Teddy. But I know what you're saying.
right. Because I mean, even Debo, no disrespect to him. Neither one of them got like Debo's good in that system. Even if you match him somewhere else, like let's say even Dallas, for instance, you put Debo and CeeDee Lamb on the same team, I will still say CeeDee would still be there at one at this point. However, they messed up by not signing Trent Williams or getting him that extension he needs because he deserves it. Because in today's market, you look at it, the next up and coming left tackle is going to get paid way more than him, where he's only letting up 1 second the past year. So, I think that's bad prioritizing by the 49ers. I think that was a bad decision.
Now, this is really our sponsor, and I had to wicker it in here. Gatorade goes great with Kunta cake.
DC, you was really rubbing it in, ain't it? You know you're gonna get a text or a call soon.
I mean, I already got a couple text messages. I just haven't had time to read them because I have my fingers and all that frosting. So, you know what? I do not need to work on my petty game. The Golden State Warriors, speaking of money that was earned, I can't wait to get this conversation started because it was really good last night at Burn. Golden State Warriors have extended Steph Curry one more year for $62.5 million, which puts him under contract till the 2026-27 season and makes him the third player to surpass $500 million in career earnings. Now, we already know who the other two are, Jordan and LeBron. And that happens to be the GOAT question. My question is this. Based on this stat, is it okay to make the GOAT status question now say, who's the GOAT? Jordan, LeBron, or Curry? D-.
Well, first, I'm still stuck on the 1 year, $62 million. Now, That is crazy. That's some crazy money. I ain't mad at the man. Look, get your money. I feel you. But man, $62 million for 1 year? You got to be kidding me. So, and then he's aging. He ain't like he had his best. His best seasons are gone. Not saying he's not good at what he do. He was a shooter. Now, as far as the GOAT question go, he's nowhere near my conversation as far as the GOAT with LeBron and Jordan. I think that I can't put him up there because he's just a shooter. That's all he do. He shoot, and he make ridiculous shots, like from half court in a regular season basketball game. Like who can stop that? The boy's a shooter. He's a great player. Don't get me wrong. But as far as being a GOAT conversation, no. I can't see it. I can't put myself out there like that. Nowhere near it, and not in my top 5. I don't think that he is in there. That category. I don't know. What you guys think?
All right, so Teddy, before you go, I talked to one guy last night. He said I could use his name, LA, over there at the Burn Cigar Lounge. He said you can actually put him in that conversation and put him in front of LeBron. So he says now the GOAT thing should go. By the way, just because it's my voice, don't think it's my opinion. Send me an email if you want. But I just said that LA said this from Burn in the Cigar Lounge. He's the humidor manager. Go talk to him, long beard.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
He said it should now go, who is the GOAT, Jordan, Curry, or LeBron? Now, Teddy, I think this is going a little too far, but do you think that this thing should go, is he GOAT status because of this money?
I think it's not so much. I think, all right, first and foremost, him getting that money, that's a shout out to Steph Curry, because you got to imagine he had Klay Thompson there, and he also got Draymond Green. So he probably took pay cuts to make sure they got right for all those years. So it's time for him to re-up, especially when, like you said, he's getting older. Pay that man before he retire, because look how much he's giving the NBA, especially in the Olympics. Like that right there show you the value of how much he's getting paid, because he by far is one of those guys. In today's NBA, he is a GOAT in today's NBA with these young kids. So let's be honest, if you're 18 years old, they have seen him his whole career. Compared to our generation, we've seen Jordan and we've seen all of them. So for me, no, he's not my GOAT. It will be Jordan, LeBron, Curry, maybe in the top 5, yes. Because also too, he's a great leader. I think a lot of people don't give him credit for that. When it's time to step up, he's able to be there right on time. I think that's one thing about his career that's phenomenal. But think about your kids. If they're watching NBA basketball, it's like Patrick Mahomes. That's the greatest thing they ever seen. It don't matter what they watch on YouTube. They didn't live that moment. They're in it now. So if you ask a young kid, they'll say Steph Curry. But me, no. I won't say that.
I'm in agreement with everybody here. I think it's just be who's the GOAT, Jordan or LeBron. I'm going to keep it in that order for a while, probably. Josh Jacobs made a statement. This wasn't on our paper. I just want to read this out here. Josh Jacobs made a statement that the Kansas City Chiefs reached out to his agent very early, and he told his agent, there's no way I was going there to play with Mahomes. Damn. Is this a smart statement? If you're a running back, do you need to be making statements on a team that needs a running back that you would never play with Mahomes? D-minus?
You think Kansas City need a running back?
Yeah.
They got Pacheco.
Okay.
And he is actually he put up some numbers.
That boy like that. That boy can play. Yeah. That boy a baller. I don't know what people watching. That boy a baller. He averaging like 100 yards a game.
Yeah. Like what the hell?
Yeah. Did y'all see him at the Super Bowl?
Hey,
he's a huge,
I just dropped on my fantasy team. I had to get him. Like,
yeah, that boy nice. He put up numbers. No disrespect to Josh Jacobs.
Yeah.
But Pacheco is rock, man.
Hell yeah.
Come on.
Well, there you go. There you go, Mr. Like yeah, I either way, I don't think it's a smart thing to say,
I mean, I get what he's saying, but at the same time, he want to beat Mahomes. See, I call him athlete, man. He's not that person that want to go and join somebody like a LeBron and ride somebody's coattail. No, he want to beat Pat Mahomes like a lot of folks in the NFL want to. So I'm good with this statement. So I'm good with it.
But I'll say this right here. He had several opportunities these past couple seasons, did he not?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I mean, to sit there and say that, and then you got to go through the NFC to even get there now. Come on, bro. Like, you had your chance. So,
Yeah,
I
he
look at
had.
Red Rick.
I think he's running away from it in a way. I like what D-Mine said there. I do think he's a baller, but I do think he's trying to get away from that division any way he can. Let's go over here to our next segment. It's Fill in the Blanks, brought to you by Burn by Rocky Patel. All right, this thing brought to you by Burn by Rocky Patel. Located in the Battery at Truist Park, open daily from 4 p.m. till midnight, Fridays and Saturdays till 2 a.m. I don't know who Tim's is, but it's some chick that sings R&B like Sade. This place was fucking packed last night. Absolutely, everything was packed. I left out of here after midnight, after the 11 o'clock show at midnight, and this place was still bumping.
Yeah.
With well-dressed people of all descents.
Well,
whatever that concert was, it was popping.
Well, you see, everything is out here this weekend. You got the what's they call it? A costume.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Yeah, Clemson in Georgia. You got Pittsburgh, Atlanta. You got the Philly. Oh no, Philly's Georgia,
Clemson.
Georgia Clemson. Yeah. I didn't think about that because
it's packed, man.
The Battery was popping last night, and it was raining. Didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Now, some of the black women did not like the fact that it was raining because the bad thing about the Battery is all those tall buildings ain't no overhangs anywhere. You can't get up against the building and protect your hair. Nah.
Yeah.
That was kind of funny. All right, so for the first time ever in Get Money Sports, we doing fill in the blanks, and these guys don't even know what the questions are, and I don't have no answers because I was super tired and I forgot to write the section. So, I wrote it this morning.
He's trying to set us up, Ted. He's trying to set us up, man.
Oh,
yeah, I know. I was looking at something there, right?
Anybody on this panel, somebody that's not in this panel, 100%. So we're going to play fill in the blanks off the dome. Off the dome. D-Mine is Georgia Tech beating FSU in Dublin, Ireland was blank for college football.
It was great for college football, I think, because now it's showing. So you got the first 12-game playoff thing coming up. Florida State was ranked, 10?
Was ranked 10.
Now it was great. Now, so now you got to first game of the season, you got to mix all this back up now. So I think it was great for the college. It's going to be an interesting season, man. That's what I think.
Teddy?
I enjoyed it. I think it was good for college football.
Yeah.
I think that was a great win. I watched that myself. I was riding around all day, but it was a good game.
I was going to say it's educational because I'm a Georgia Bulldog fan. And if y'all thought you're going to run over Georgia Tech this year, you all better start planning some shit because I was not expecting Georgia Tech to look that good. Because I'm on the point of Georgia Tech looked good, FSU looked like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really.
Georgia Tech looked really, really, really good. Yeah. Last night, Clayton Kershaw going down. Excuse me. Last night, Clayton Kershaw going down with a toe injury is blank for the Dodgers after he gave up 3 one-run homers against the second-place D-backs. Teddy.
It's bad luck, especially when we're getting close to the playoff time. Not a good look, Clayton.
D-Mine.
I think it's good for the Dodgers. Hell, get his ass out of the lineup. I mean, only thing he's doing is hurting them. He's hurting them, man. So go and get your ass out. It was good for the Dodgers move. Now they can focus on another pitcher to come in because Clayton, old news, man. It's time for his ass to go. It was great for the Dodgers, man.
All right. I'm with D-Minus. And Dave Roberts come out in the second inning, okay? Right. And the pitching coach didn't come out, okay? That's the first clue that you knew it was bad.
Yep.
Kershaw didn't even trip. He didn't roll his ankle. He didn't do nothing. Roberts comes out and he taps him on the butt and takes the ball after the third single home run by the second place D-backs. Okay,
Right.
the D-backs are coming. The Dodgers are still the Dodgers, man. They're playing amazing baseball.
Right.
But when Kershaw gets on the mound, I understand loyalty. Okay, but Dave Roberts had enough of that shit in the second inning. He went and tapped him on the ass and get the ball.
Right.
And all of a sudden, you read in the morning he had a toe injury. Bitch, please.
Yeah. And ain't no pep talk. Dave Roberts came out and got his ass. Give him the ball. Get up off the mound, man.
Yeah, when the pitching coach didn't come out, I was actually watching the game between shows, and I'm like, oh, that's not good. That's not good. When the pitching coach does not come out and the manager comes out, that's bad. The Celtics signed guard Lonnie Walker IV from the Nets to blank this season and hopefully win another title. D-, I'm confused. What's going on here?
Well, I think I like the move though. Actually, DC, Lonnie Smith, he came from the San Antonio Spurs, so I've seen this guy a lot, man. So he's actually a good player. I think he's gonna be a great addition to that Celtics roster, man. With the
But what do you think? What do you think he's going to do? Where's with the current roster? What is he going to do? What's his role?
Well, he's a good defense player as well.
Okay.
So that's more defense too as well, and he's also a good shooter. I like him, man. I like the move. I think he can back up. What's the guy that the other defense guy that they signed?
Jalen Brown.
Yeah.
Or not,
Yeah. So I think it's a good addition, man. So I like Lonnie Smith. That's a nice move, man.
Teddy?
They got a nice pickup too. I think you look at the fact that they got to play against teams like the Denver Nuggets that has a deep roster where they can go 9 or 10 deep, and they got guys that can really play the perimeter. You need somebody like him to slow down some. So I do like the pickup. I think that was smart. And plus, you ain't give up nothing for him either.
Exactly.
He ain't hurt anything.
Facts. Now I understand it now. So he's to support the bench a little more because I saw that his 3-point average is 38.4, which is better than every single person on the Boston Celtics team.
Yeah.
They don't have one 3-point shooter over 30%.
That's why I said he's a good shooter too as well. Like, and he plays some defense. So I love the move.
So he's to play deep teams like Denver. That makes a lot more sense. Great move.
He reminds you of like a Maya Shepherd. That's what he.
Okay. That makes more
that's
sense.
exactly what it looked like.
I just saw the name there, and I was like, number one, why did he leave Brooklyn? And number two, what do the Celtics need him for?
Hey, the question was, why did he leave San Antonio back? Because San Antonio should have been building around that guy a little bit, man, and working with him, man. But I don't know.
And wasn't he a piece? He wasn't even the major deal in that. He was a piece to the major deal.
Yeah, it was crazy, man.
Right. They were just using him for the draft picks.
Right.
The deal the 49ers gave Brandon Ayuk was blank for the team. This is important. It's for the team. Teddy, what's the word we're looking at here?
Ridiculous. Ridiculous. To pay him and not pay your left tackle, and then knowing you got to pay Brock Purdy probably a year or two from now, it ain't gonna be like it can only be a certain amount too. Because you remember he was a low draft pick, so it can only be like maybe in the hundreds of millions, not 200.
Yeah.
So you saving some money, but I think that was a bad move. Like that's not a good look when your left tackle is more important right now for your team.
I think this has brought team morale down a lot in the locker room because defense doesn't get recognized already enough, and it's just D-.
I think it was a bankrupt move because the thing about it, like Terry just said, you got to pay Brock Purdy, especially if Purdy put up some good numbers this year. You're gonna have to go in a deep pocket. You're gonna have to get a loan from somebody to pay this guy, and you signed Chris McCaffrey, you signed Debo. Kittle's probably gonna have to get signed if you're gonna keep him. It's a bankrupt move, man, because now you still got to sign Trent Williams. Come on, man.
So who do you think, if out of those three, you have to make a decision? Okay, you're the 49ers. You're getting close to bankrupt, like you said. You have to sign two of the three: Trent Williams, Brock Purdy, and George Kittle. Who's leaving?
Kittle.
Are you?
That wasn't the choice, Teddy. It was not the choice.
Okay, all right. Let me try it again. Are you? No.
Brock Purdy was Mr. Irrelevant. It's not about how he played. Okay,
right.
You got lucky. You threw some pick out there and said, "Fuck it, just give me a Brock Purdy." I'm not going to say that you did your homework on the last pick of the draft. That's not something you spent hours and hours and hours on. Okay. Right. If you got lucky, why don't you just go ahead and get money for it now? I'm just being honest here, okay? I'm not saying Brock Purdy sucks, but you paid him the minimum. He took you to a Super Bowl. You picked him last. Why pay him? Why not just pick somebody else last again? Not a kicker. And just try it again. Get paid. Use your luck. Why do you got to pay him? Why?
But I think the problem will be is as long as Kyle Shanahan is there, that would be the problem. So
Yeah.
if let's say he gets fired, because again, you can't keep going to Super Bowl and losing. You maybe got about one more time to do that, and you got to go because maybe the problem is you can't win the big one. It's probably not the team. So yeah, you're looking in the long run. Kittle be the one I get rid of because I can always find another tight end at this in this market. However, it's to say he's only going to be as good as long as they keep winning. If they don't, he's gone.
Facts.
And I think lightning don't strike twice in the same spot, man. So you can't go back and get Mr. Relevant again and think you're gonna get another Brock Purdy. You might, but that's a long shot, man.
And that was Trey Lance's job too, by the way. That was his job.
That's true.
Yeah. That's facts. Okay, so last one here, and I know everybody knows about this. Shedeur Sanders, 26 for 34, 445 yards, and 4 TDs, was blank for Colorado's team spirit after beating North Dakota State 31-28 Thursday night, D-.
It was a booster for the team, but a bad defensive performance. But we'll talk about that shit later, I guess. But if he got to put up numbers like that every game, it's going to be a problem because that defense trash.
Mm-hmm.
Teddy.
I think it was great. Like I agree with D-. It's the same words. It's just that defense going to have to step up, which is not going to happen. So, because there's no disrespect, North Dakota State played a great game. However, next week Nebraska is going to be a whole different animal. That's not going to be the same team.
Sure is.
Good gracious.
Oh, facts. I think the blank here says we got your back to the defense. But again, it was just for this week because Nebraska is going to shut that shit down. I'm telling you right now. But Travis Hunter.
Oh, my God.
You a fucking beast, bro.
I swear, that boy the truth, man.
I don't have your name anywhere in here. I have no idea why, but Travis Hunter, you are by far a beast.
But DC, did you see Joe Horn's son?
Yes, he's nice too.
All
them, hey, that offense is on fire. Don't get me wrong. I think their offense can compete with anybody's in the nation. However, that offensive line has not really been tested with those bigger defensive ends and D tackles. It's just they just going to get washed, man.
You think that bothering Deion? Deion was defensive oriented. We already know that defense. He prided himself on shutting his corner down. Do you think that it bothers him that his defense sucks?
It's harder in today's. I think there's two. Like, let's say more of like his assistants. We got Warren Sapp, right? He come in to help. Help do what? I watched that D line all night.
Bigger people.
Yeah, man, they was trash. Like they literally just putting their hands up, push block. I mean, like get off, rip off with them.
But they're small, Teddy. They're super small. They're small.
Not only that, Dakota messed themselves up. They actually should have beat Colorado because they made a lot of mistakes in the fourth quarter that they should have capitalized on, man. But
their
defense sucked.
All right, we're going to go to our next segment, one of my favorites, and that's why I ate 2 pieces of cake because this ain't going to bother me half as much as it's going to bother the other 2 guys watching it. You know what it is. It's time to spice it up, baby.
Yes, sir.
D-.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This week brought to you by Spice Up, my boy Joe out there, man. Hey, big shout out to Joe for catering the fantasy draft last week. Man, the food was amazing. DC went a little crazy, but
hey.
The food was amazing. Appreciate that, Joe, man. Y'all hit Joe up, man. His next event will be in October. He's gonna be in Fabric Fest. But hit him up, man, for all your smoke grill food, all that stuff, and good soul food, barbecue, licking fingers, and all that shit. So big shout out to Joe. Look, this week I seen some on I think it was on Google or something like that, or no, it was on YouTube or something like that. And they was talking about the best hitters in baseball, the feared hitters in baseball. I said that might be a good top to top. Let me get that from them. And I said this week spice it up. Top 5 would be the most feared MLB hitters of all time. I wanted to put that up there, man. I think it's gonna be a good topic right here. So let's roll with it.
We finna have some fun today, Joe. And by the way, Joe, that chicken was fucking bang, boy. Teddy, you ever just keep eating something because it tastes good? You're not even hungry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
boy, that chicken was getting tore up during that draft.
Hey, but DC, I was over there the night before while he was doing it, and I got it right off the grill.
See, that's why you weren't eating it. See, I knew. See, he sold my ass out right there. Right here. I like the way he coughed up, though. That's my boy up there. But yeah, dude. And then here's the bad part. After I ate like 4 plates at the draft, they're like, "There's chicken left," and they're like, "Anybody want to take this home?" I said, "I'll take any chicken. Don't nobody want." That's not even the bad part, Teddy. Then I bring it home, and there's like 6 pieces in there. And Lisa goes, "What's that?" I said, "Nothing."
Damn.
And then that night, worried that she was going to eat the next day, I ate all that chicken. One piece, nothing, dude, nothing. Joe, I have an addiction, but they say when you have an addiction, the first step is recognizing the problem. Yeah, I got some problems. That chicken was off the chain.
Yeah, it was, man.
And it was both. One was a rub and one was a sauce, dude.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, enough. Brought to you by Spice It Up, the top 5 most feared Major League Baseball hitters of all time. Who you got number 5, D-?
Man, I got this, but I want to put him in the top 3 so bad, but he wasn't a power hitter. My number 5 is Tony Gwynn. I think a lot of pitchers fear him.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah. The reason I'm going to tell you why later on down, but a lot of pitchers fear him because they didn't know how to pitch to him. He never struck out pretty much. So a lot of pitchers trying to figure out how to pitch to this guy. They never could figure him out, man.
Teddy, who you got number 5?
All right, so y'all know me. I don't know much about baseball, so
it's
gonna be funny and entertaining.
It makes it more fun that way.
I'm gonna go off of what I've seen and or we'll say heard over my time. I'm going with 5 people going probably. All right, get ready for this to blow up. Babe Ruth, and the only reason I say that is because of his time. Yes, he was the most dominant player in his era, home run leader. So if I was a pitcher in that time, I'd be scared to throw at him because it's going out the building.
Yes.
So I would say compared to the other people I've seen growing up, I would put Babe Ruth at 5. That's just me because I never really watched that man play.
Facts. And I also have Babe Ruth at 5, and this is why.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, he switch hitter. He could hit home runs with both hands, both sides of the plate, and he would talk shit to you on the way to the plate. And if you hit him, he would come out and kick your ass. I would say that's fear. You can't pitch to him right-handed. You can't pitch to him left-handed. And if you say shit to him while he's saying shit to you, he's coming out there to beat your ass. That is fear. Who you got number 4, D-?
My number 4 feared hitter baseball. I say feared. I didn't say that home runs now. Albert Pujols. I'm going to tell you why.
I'm in.
He was hard to pitch to, man. The guy was a slugger. He didn't strike out much either. But he was very feared to pitch to. Pitchers couldn't figure him out as well. Al Pujols, my number 4.
Who you got number 4 there, Teddy?
And we're going by fear, like intimidating. Then Albert Bell will be number 1 of my list.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Not off hitting, but fear Albert Bell. But now for number 4, I got Sammy Sosa as most.
All right, I can see Sammy Sosa. I can see Albert Bell too because I don't know. Most people know this. He had a 35-inch bat. I mean, that's like a crutch.
Yeah.
I got Ty Cobb here for 2 reasons. One, once he hit the ball, he slid with the cleats up, man. He was not a nice person. He was not nice, and he was super racist, amazingly racist. So I go with Ty Cobb. At number 3, D-, who you got? Most feared baseball players.
Number 3, I got Ken Griffey Jr.
Boy, Sweet.
I mean, sweet. That's what that man
Smoothest
like.
swing ever.
Man, really. I got
Mhm.
Ken Griffin enough said on that one, man.
I'm just saying, if I'm a pitcher, the last thing I want to see is some pretty motherfucker smiling at me when he didn't do none of that fancy shit. He just hit it and smiled. Motherfucker, I hurt you. I'm with you. My number 3. Oh no, wait, sorry, Teddy, number 3.
Mark McGuire. In my time, man, good gracious, man, that dude was so big, like Hulk Hogan
Man.
swinging that bat, bro. He was so jacked. I wish they go back to those days, but yeah, Mark McGuire at 3.
I used to like to watch Mark McGuire's forearm muscles in slow motion. Like when they did the home runs,
Yeah, they used always.
Mhm.
Yep.
contact, this muscle right here would go blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, God damn,
Yeah.
steroids are good to you, brother.
Yeah, man.
You can say that now because he's admitted to it, so we know.
Yeah.
At number 3, I got Ichiro. Do you guys even know who Ichiro is?
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
Just want
Oh,
to make sure, just making sure, because this is the problem. If you could put the bat at any level up and down, how do I fucking strike you out? He didn't care about how far he hit it. All he did was lean the bat out and go up and down to tap it to a certain place.
You know what?
Totally.
You see, I agree with that because when I thought about Ken Griffey, I instantly thought about Ichiro because he was the leadoff and that guy got on base all the time. Like
All
you
the
couldn't-
3,000 hits.
Yeah, you couldn't miss him.
Mhm.
Who you got number 2?
Number
The-
2, if I get my spice it up, I got Willie Mays, man. Willie Mays
All
was
right.
one of those pitchers, hitters that, and then he didn't even play for what, 2 or 3 years or something like that, and could have been one of the best hitters out there, man. You know, it's hard to pitch against Willie Mays. I think he was number 2 on my list.
All right, I can agree with that. TKO, who you got number 2?
I got Ken Griffey Jr.
Yeah,
Man,
there's no argument.
I always want a pair of his shoes, man. I'm gonna buy some.
Oh yeah, I had one. I had a pair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a pair of Griffies. I'm not gonna lie. I had a pair of Griffies.
Griffey.
I'll tell you what, though. Here's the bad part. They don't make you play like him.
Oh yeah.
I just want to let you know. I'm your friend, Teddy. When you
Yeah.
put them on, don't try to do nothing stupid.
I
Okay?
think
Don't
I
go
can
out
pick
there
him
and
up.
pick up a bat left-handed because you think you can play. It doesn't work. I tried it. I promise. It's very embarrassing.
Yeah.
Number 1, here we go. D minus. Oh, wait a minute. At number 2,
What's your number 2?
I have Albert Pujols.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I grew up in that age, and damn, he's hard to strike out.
Yes, indeed, man.
Yeah, and he was like they do this stat, and they didn't used to do it back in the day, but it's like the percentages of not missed meatballs.
Yeah.
In other words, when the ball's down the middle of the plate, mistake pitches, his mistake pitch rate is 91%.
Mm.
91% of the time, if you throw a mistake pitch, he's hitting it out.
Oh yeah.
That's fucking crazy. Who you got number 1, D minus?
Number 1, bro, you about to spice it up. Let me give you guys a scenario. Bottom of the ninth. This is back in 1998. Bottom of the ninth against Arizona D-backs. They intentionally walked this guy. The score was, I want to say it was 9-7.
It was another game.
He 9-7. They intentionally walked this guy with the bases loaded to make them score a point in order not to pitch to him. Do you know what it was, Teddy?
I have no idea.
DC know who it was.
I definitely know who it was.
Number 1, Barry Bonds. How can you
Oh.
walk somebody to score a run and they down on 1? I'm like,
He did that in '98.
yeah, those I think it's deep.
Hey, now wait a minute. Before you bash him, did it work? Yes,
did.
yes, it did. Bases loaded, 9-7 against the D-backs.
Oh, that's when Randy Johnson was playing with them. Yeah.
Okay, and Randy Johnson was definitely not in the mound. He was the starter.
Yeah.
Poster was there, and the bases were loaded.
Yep.
And Bonds came up, and they walked him.
They
To
walked
walk
him.
in a run, and then he came back and struck out the next batter and won the game 9-8.
Wasn't that Craig Counsell or something like that?
Craig Counsell. Yep, that's him. Yep.
See?
You know,
Ah,
look at Teddy with the
yeah.
stat.
Number 1, Teddy. Who's your number 1 most feared baseball player of all time?
Man, Jack Barry Bonds, man.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
let's go.
Oh, yeah.
When he told the story about Greg Maddux, how he figured him out in a couple pitches. Oh man, you gotta look that one up. He talks about how Greg Maddux throwing. He tried to throw the change up, but when he knew he had that home run out there, he said, I figured him out for life. And Greg even knew it too. He knew it.
Yeah.
Number 1 most feared baseball player of all time because Teddy just said his name. Greg Maddux would be the authority. If Greg Maddux says you're the most feared baseball player and I don't want to pitch to you, then you're the most feared player, and his name is Tony Gwynn. Tony Gwynn only struck out 4 times against Maddux, Smoltz, Glavine. 5 times. Guess how many times against Maddux? 0.
Yep.
0 times.
Yeah, Tony Gwynn was the man. I ain't gonna lie.
And we're not talking like he pitched to him 10 times. The Pirates, Maddux pitched for the Pirates. I mean, for the Cubs and the Dodgers and the Braves. And they both played the Padres. 0 times.
One question
Professor says you can't be struck out, you the hardest man in baseball.
One question for you, DC, before
I'm listening.
A guy that got intentionally walked 662 times, how he not make your top 5 list?
I just want him to tell the truth.
Oh my God!
You want him to, huh?
Man.
You know what? I love Barry Bonds in Pittsburgh.
Come on!
I
man.
thought Barry Bonds was going to be the next Babe Ruth when he was in Pittsburgh, or a 5-tool player. And then something happened. And he started bulking up. And until you admit it, I don't give a fuck. Nobody cares anymore. Nobody cares. No, everybody still loves Mark McGwire. We still watch his shit. Everybody still loves Sammy Sosa. He cheated with a cork bat. Just tell the truth.
Hey, but even if he did cheat, we probably know he did. He still was most feared.
No, he's not feared. He's scared of himself. Tell the truth.
Okay. Check this out. He's no all right. If we're talking about top 5 running backs of all time or college running backs, if you say OJ Simpson, it's the same thing as saying Barry Bonds.
Right.
That's why I see it. And you will sit there and say OJ Simpson's in that top 5.
Well, OJ wouldn't be in my top 5 running backs. You can run that back.
Oh, come on. Are you
The
crazy?
hell?
Nah.
Ain't no college running back. You would not say OJ
All right,
Simpson.
run that 1 week. We can have that argument.
We already did it. We already did it.
College running backs.
Yeah, we did. No, not college. We did the running backs.
That's what I'm saying. We're talking about college running backs.
Wait a minute. College running backs?
Yeah.
That would take some research, man. I have to do some research.
Ah, come on, man. I would say the only 2 over here will probably be Bo Jackson.
Yeah, I can't.
And Herschel
Yeah,
Walker.
Bo Jackson.
Be the only 2.
Yep.
And
Jackson,
Herschel
Walker, Simpson. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I can't take that away from the killer.
It'd be the same saying Barry Bonds.
Right.
Hey, I never said Barry Bonds is a bad baseball player. I just said his ethics are in question. Just tell the
OJ
truth.
ain't never meant he killed Nicole. He said if he did it. See, it's the same
Hey,
thing.
and like, look here. Here's Scott Golliver. He used to be one of our guys on here. Baseball was more fun with roids. We all know that. But like DC said, just admit it.
Oh,
There's a guy out there right now. He is an entrepreneur. He's trying to make an Olympics where you can roid up. As long as you tell everyone what you're on. All you got to do is fill out this paperwork. You can be on anything you want. And it's got like 10 sports. And it's called something, I forget what he called it. But it's going to be roided up sports. I guarantee you it's going to be more fun to watch.
And something that's going to involve contact.
Yeah, the wrestling is definitely in there. Racing is in there. Swimming is in there. All kinds of shit.
Everybody used it, man. Everybody used that shit back then.
Yeah, but imagine I came to an event and I told you what I was on. Does that make it better?
No.
Imagine the commentary here. Okay, so I got D Mosby's wrestling it for right here. Okay, so D Mosby's gonna be facing off against TKO here. D Mosby is on adrenaline, Visatan, Tiescapon, and Prednisone, and whatever you want to fucking say. Okay.
So the real question would be is if you didn't disclose it and then say are they going to do a drug test afterwards? Because if they didn't, then it's kind of pointless.
Exactly. As long as you tell people what you're doping up, you can get in these doping Olympics. I'm down. I'm going to watch it. Who doesn't want to watch people doped up, beating each other up, trying to compete for something? That's going to be awesome, especially swimming.
I think contact, no. Like if you're talking about like bare knuckle or boxing, not steroids.
I think it was just wrestling. I think it was wrestling.
Okay.
Wrestling, running for sure.
Yeah.
Just
all right. I'm cool with those sports. Yeah.
We'll talk about it when it happens. Don't worry about that. Let's go to our next segment right here. It's It's that time. It's brought to you by Blue Moon Pizza. It's that time, D minus.
Yes,
It's that,
sir.
guess what it means? You know what that means?
You know what that means?
You know what that means? It's college football time.
Look at Teddy. There you go, Teddy. Look at Teddy. There you go.
It's college
Oh,
football.
no, I ain't representing that.
It's college
No.
football time. Yes,
It's
it is.
Graham over here, baby. Graham.
No, it's college football time. I can't find the ad. I'm so excited. Oh, here it is. Right here. All right. This segment is brought to you the 10-game college football parlay. Hey, it's that time. It's that time. The 10-game college football parlay starts this week, brought to you by Blue Moon Pizza. And guess what? He told me to remind you that if you happen to be an LSU fan, Blue Moon Pizza is where you want to hang out. Go down there and hang out with the rest of your people. Skadoodle. Enough about that shit. 770-984-2444. Las Vegas has put out their predictions for the NCAA college football wins this season, and we'll be focusing on 3 of these today. Teddy, Vegas says Alabama will have 9 wins, more or less.
I say more. On the more side.
All right. Teddy says more. D minus. Vegas says Michigan. Oh, no. I'm not going to make you do that one.
Oh, okay.
I'll do that
I
one.
should have got that one.
DC, why do you get Michigan?
That's my team, baby. National team.
Okay, you know what? You know what? Let's start over. Vegas says DC. Alabama will have 9 wins, more or less. I'm gonna give that one a D minus. D minus, 9 wins.
I put 10 wins. So I said one more over 9. I said 10.
Teddy, Michigan will have 8 wins, more or less.
Yes, definitely have more. Come on.
A lot more?
Yes, we definitely win at least 10. Maybe we may lose 1.
DC, Colorado will have 5 wins, more or less. I saw the schedule, bro, and you guys barely beat North Dakota State. I'm going with less.
Yep.
I think you guys won one of your 2 games this year.
I think they're gonna win. I think they're gonna win just 5. I don't think more.
Yeah.
I think just 5.
If I look at the schedule, I think it's 2 or 3. I'm sorry. Your defense sucks. That was no disrespect to North Dakota State. Don't send me emails. But you know who you are. Okay? You're Colorado, pretty much, without Dion. Yeah, just come on. Anyway.
I still can't understand, and like I know we was gonna talk about it again. For the life of me watching that game was like, why can't they just what's up with the scheme? I don't understand it. I don't get it.
This Travis Hunter is going to take care of everything on defense. That's
You
it.
don't have to.
If I'm Travis, I don't even want to play both ways on that defense.
Right, exactly. And the thing about it is, why they don't run the ball? Because now you becoming one-dimensional, you're gonna get killed, man. So why they got a good running back there? So now why not mix that up a little bit?
Because they try to play hero ball too much.
Yeah.
Like say Shedeur tries to pull him out the mud every time, which I like Shedeur a lot. I really think he's gonna do really good in the NFL. He has a great arm. He's a really good quarterback. He got poise, timing. He's literally looks like Tom Brady back there, and I know that's saying a lot. However, that offensive line is trash, man. And yeah, you're right. They need to run the ball in order to kind of establish something.
Exactly.
But that defensive front, man, they're embarrassing out there. If you can't rip through that line, I don't know what you're going to do when you go against bigger teams like Arizona. Next week is Nebraska. Now, let's be honest, they're not no national championship contender, but that's a big time team right there in the Big Ten. They will run over you. Them boys going to run over you. They had 2 good running backs, and you got a long day, baby. So they ain't got running about the pass game. The quarterback was all over the place too. It was just bad. Why is Warren Sapp there?
Yeah, right.
I don't get it. I really don't. Bad coaching.
Oh man. I just while Teddy was talking about that, I was looking at Kunta's college picks.
Did we have 10 last year, DC? I thought we had 6 last year.
No, it's the top 25. It was 10. We did 6
Okay.
baseball, 10. It's 6, 6, and 10
Oh,
because
okay.
the NFL was 6. Yeah, and then here's the other thing. Scott said 118 of 119 saps. Dion is trying to kill that kid.
Right.
And I hate to say it, but Dion allows him to go in and out at his pace. So it's not like the kid is killing himself. If you want to say anything's killing him. If anything, Dion maybe should tell him, hey, you only get this many plays.
And if I was Dion, I would have Travis Hunter just straight on offense. Why he on defense? Why is he on defense?
I think he needs to be on passing downs.
You know, going both ways is gonna kill that kid, man. He gonna
just limit. You know what? What if I told you this? Okay, I'm Dion. You know what? You get to play 80 plays today. Go play. Pick your plays. You know how much offense we play. Go play 80 plays. When you hit 80 plays, you can't play no more. Put a cap on them, just like you do with pitchers. There's great pitchers out there. When they hit 100 pitches, they got caps on them.
But I think the difference is when you're preaching, we believe, you're kind of like saying, well, as the season goes along, we have to start putting the cap on him. Then how much do you really believe?
Yeah.
If you think that he's the best way of winning for your team, you got to put him out there. If he's willing to put in the work, let him do it. Because then you're kind of eating your own words if you're saying, well, we got to dial him back a little bit. You don't believe in the team then.
All right. Well, there are 15 ranked games today on college football. So there's only 5 games we're not picking. This is going to be a tough week. We had a lot of games. How do y'all feel about college football spreading out from Thursday to Monday?
Yeah,
I like it.
It's not every week, but this week was tough, man. We lost a lot of ranked games because we don't get to pick on the LSU USC game, which I think is going to be a great game because it's on Monday and we got to do the Saturday thing. Anyways, I'm not going to read Kunta and the sheriff's bids. I think there's no reason to do that because we're going to post it later, and you don't need to be cash apping them shit because they're not here.
Speaking of cash app.
Oh yeah, D minus Teddy's kind of been waiting to talk to you. You remember that week when we were being fruitful with our ways, and we put Teddy's put our cash app up for different people.
Yeah,
Teddy wants to talk to you.
Hey, no. So I heard that you're the HR department of this show, and I want to know how can I get my fair compensation for I would say it's what is it? My integrity being compromised.
Nice.
How well I picked it. I just feel like there should be some compensation from the HR department for this theft that was going on from these two individuals, Kunta and DC.
wow.
I will request my wage form so to get on my W-9s. So,
Is that the week? Is that the week you went undefeated?
Yes, sir. It's you as well. It's you as
I
well.
went undefeated as well.
Yeah.
So yes, as head of HR, we definitely need to be compensated because if I went up 6-0, you went 6-0.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody got to pay somebody on that. What's going on with that?
Come on.
All right. So as president of the show, I think that this should go down to the man at the lowest totem pole. This is how America works. And so I'm going to put it on Kunta. And being that he's not here to defend himself, we're going to go like this. How many people think that Kunta should be responsible for all compensations? There you go. Kunta, I'm sorry you lost. We voted. A sheriff.
You have wasted these people money already. Look how much money they invested in you.
Yeah.
In your pick.
Facts, Kunta.
And
You
you
never
not getting no success. You got to pay them back some more.
Right.
don't steal, Kunta. That's not nice. All right, so hey, who wants to go first for college football? Lead off the year. Let's let D go.
I'll let it go. I'll go out.
All right, lead us off, D minus.
I'm gonna lead us off, man. So my first pick got to be them Georgia Bulldogs. I think 12 points is a low for them, man. I think it's gonna be a 3-touchdown victory for Georgia. So I'll take Georgia minus the 12. I know Ted don't want to hear this, but I'm gonna take the Ohio State minus the 48.
Oh, I ain't got no problem with that.
Okay. I'm gonna take the Oregon minus the 43. I mean, it's just so many picks on here that this week is kind of crazy. So I like Oregon minus 43. Give me the Texas minus the 32 at Colorado State. I think Alabama gonna trash Western Kentucky. I take Alabama minus the 31. Let me get Penn State minus the 7 West Virginia. That might be a harder game than what you think, but I think Penn State can pull it off. So I'll take the Penn State minus the 7. Michigan, of course, Fresno State. I'll take the Michigan minus the 21. I think that's gonna be a pretty good game. Which I don't even know if they start. I don't know if they even named the starting quarterback yet, which worries me a little bit. I take Tennessee minus the 38 against Chattanooga.
That's 8.
That's 8. Give me Ohio State minus the 10 against San Diego State.
Oklahoma State.
I mean, damn, who I said?
You said Ohio State.
I mean, I meant to say Oklahoma State. I'm sorry about that. And give me Arizona minus the 31 on New Mexico.
All right, let me just double check these to make sure we got these right. $ D minus 1980.
Yes, sir.
Georgia minus 12. Ohio State minus 48. Oregon minus 43. Texas minus 32. Alabama minus 31. Penn State minus 7. Michigan minus 21. Tennessee minus 38. Oklahoma State minus 10. And Arizona minus 31.
That's it, baby. That's it.
All right. There'll be no underdog winners in D minuses world today.
No, not today. Not today.
TKO.
All right.
How much do you know about college football? We know where you are in the baseball shit.
No, I know some football now. Don't get me wrong. I know college football very well. Yeah, so I know you said he got no dogs this week, and I'll say the same thing for me. I'm gonna start out with them Georgia Dogs. I think they're gonna definitely get that win today. I know they expect Clemson, but yeah, you're at the wrong place at the wrong time. And then you got Ohio State. I hate to mention it, but yeah, they're gonna have another solid season, but they're gonna start out the year right. Definitely take them today. I'll take Oregon. They're gonna make a debut in the Big Ten. They're gonna show out today, so we ain't gonna worry about that one. Texas, their big debut in the SEC. They're gonna stomp all over Colorado State. Got Alabama. I think they're gonna look good against Western Kentucky. Again, there's so many debuts today. I think that's the important part. They're gonna try to show out. And Alabama gonna be running a different scheme. I think it's gonna work well with Jalen Morrow, excuse me. And then you got Ole Miss. I like them a lot. Lane Kiffin's a good coach. You can take them on the points. And especially Michigan, come on. I know you did mention that they haven't named the quarterback, but I think that also is too. Since it's not like a highly touted team, I think they can figure it out after week 1. So I guess both of them will get plenty of playing time to see who they're going to use going forward. I'll take Tennessee. I think they're going to have a big day today against Chattanooga. Got Iowa. They're going to have they've got a good run game. So even if a team like Illinois State trying to creep up on them, they're just going to run them in the ground. And then I'm going to finish up with OK State. And they're going to do very well with those 10 points.
All right, for Teddy there, I got Georgia minus 12, Ohio State minus 48, Oregon minus 43, Texas minus 32, Alabama minus 31, Ole Miss minus 42, Michigan minus 21, Tennessee minus 38, Iowa minus 22, and OK State minus 10. All righty. Here we go. DC is in the building, and it is time to make some picks. It's kind of funny. I'll just let y'all know there are no upset winners on anybody that's on the show today. We all have the favorites, except for the 2 guys that didn't show up.
You wonder why?
Well, I do have one underdog because I'm like Teddy, and I just don't like saying names. So, I'm going to ride with it the whole year. My whole year, I'm letting you know right now, I'm dedicating this year. It's called Goodbye to Mr. Day. I know you got to win this year. I'm tired of seeing you. I'm tired of the way you play football up there. I'm picking Ohio State every single week to lose with the points. I don't care what your record is.
Wow.
You will not cover the points one time.
That's
right. I'm manifesting this.
That's right.
Here we go. Georgia minus 12. I have no idea. This is actually down to 9 points today. I don't know what the fuck's going on in Clemson, but somebody is sucking somebody's dick in Vegas. And Clemson's, if you don't go get Georgia minus 9, golly, I can't wait to get out of this building.
Yeah, that's crazy.
9. It started out at 14. I don't know what's going on in Clemson. I looked at the whole lineup. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Georgia minus 12. Akron plus 48. I saw y'all line up. It's going to be 31-0. Y'all ain't putting up 48 fucking points. Akron plus 48. Mark my words, people. Oregon minus 43. Alabama minus 31. I'm not touching that Texas game. And I keep telling everybody about this. RB1, RB2. Everybody's talking about how fast Texas is on the college football game. They lost both running backs. They have no running game. They're starting the year with RB3. I understand they got the quarterback and receivers, but you got to have a run game. I don't think they're putting up 32 points today. They're going to win, but I don't know about 32 points unless the defense scores. Alabama minus 31. Notre Dame plus 3. Give me Notre Dame plus 3. Penn State minus 7. Michigan minus 21. OK State minus 10. Arizona minus 31. And Iowa minus 22. That's how we're rolling this year for the first week of college football. All right, now it's time for our next segment, brought to you by McIntyre's Bakery. Kunta, turn the fire. This segment was brought to you by
Boy, the petty is real.
Bakery. I can't believe. Oh my God, I'm drooling. That's tough.
Don't do my brother like that, DC. Don't do my brother like that.
I'm sorry, man. Not really. McIntyre's Bakery. God damn. Located. I know where they're located. Located 1184 Concord Road in Smyrna, Georgia. Call 770-434-3115 for special orders, donuts, breads, cakes, made best friend daily. All right. Damn. This is some good ass cake, Kunta.
It's cake anime.
Look, stuck on my finger. All right. So we got to talk about. I can't eat the other one. God damn. I'm on a sugar high right now.
Hey, better watch yourself, DC.
What happens? I hate to ask, but what happens when you get these? How do you know when you go into a sugar coma?
You get dehydrated.
It's at 10.5 right now.
Gatorade right now. I'm not getting dehydrated. I got my Gatorade right here. Shit. I can eat that other piece of cake.
They got 10.5. What?
All right, so here we go. Week 18 is in the books. Actually, week 19. We did not do baseball last week, and because of the football draft. Teddy and I are still tied. I thought maybe that we took a week off, something would change there, but it didn't happen. Both at 73 and 41. D minus.
Right behind y'all.
5 games behind at 68-46. 3 games behind him is King Kunta, and 4 games behind him is the Sheriff at 61 and 53, bringing up the rear. Pause. Like we said earlier, we're not going to let them tell their picks because they're not here and they shouldn't get no money. That way we don't have to go to HR no more.
That's right.
Oh, by the way, D-Mize, that was a surprise. Congratulations on your promotion to HR.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Now, instant raise.
Yeah. I'm just saying, you got to make some rules up pretty quick. Though, no brother rules, though. There can't be no, everybody got to be the same except for Kunta.
Right.
Okay. D-Mize, who you got this week?
So I'm only 5 games behind you and Teddy, so I'm still in the hunt with you guys.
I agree.
You know, so let's make up another parlay right now. First game, I'm taking the Yankees. I know they've been like a little up and down, but Yankees, I'm taking that first off the rip. I think they're gonna beat the Cardinals. Give me the Padres over the Rays. I like that pick as well. Padres been on a little hot streak there too. Give me the Mets over the White Sox. I mean, White Sox ain't playing for shit right now. I think, come on, man. Let the Mets go on win so I can get this extra victory. You got the worst record in baseball ever. So I like the Mets. Give me the Twins over the Blue Jays. I think it's going to be a hell of a game there, but I think I like the Twins to edge them out. Let me get the Giants over the Marlins. I like that one. I like the Giants to win that one. And give me the Mariners over the Angels. So I got Yankees, Padres, Mets, Twins, Giants, and Mariners.
I like it. $ D- 1980.
Let's go, baby.
I got to tell a little joke here. Charles sent his picks in, and we're not going to tell you what the picks are, but I do want to show you something. Something. He refuses to write the word Orioles now.
He got
O's.
Now, as a panel and friends of, this is one of our boys. Is it up to us to teach him how to spell the fucking word, or we just let him keep right now? What do we do? What are we going to accept from him right now? We got to decide here.
Well, I mean, it's a little wording right now because you spelled the word on the paper. If you look at the paper, all you gotta do is remember the word from the paper.
Exactly.
I don't know how hard it is. So, yeah, that's all I can say about it.
As I look down from the top of my castle, it's kind of hard to see people like him making mistakes. So I don't let him do what he does until he comes up and climbs the castle. You know what I mean?
Nice, Teddy.
Yeah, I don't look down upon
you know
people.
Teddy's into wrestling. He went straight for the cat.
I got to wrestle today, by the way. So.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah, they wrestle in Raleigh for Wrestleverse. It'll be in Raleigh.
Okay.
It's a great little event I'm doing.
All right, Teddy. Well, go ahead and put your winners up there because you know I'm taking over the lead this week.
I hope not. But let's just see. So, so I hope not. But we're going to start out with the Cubbies. I think the Cubs going to beat the Nationals today. I've been watching them lately. So I actually been doing a little bit of baseball. We got the Yankees. I think they're going to win today versus the Cardinals. Also have the Guardians against the Pirates. They always do good for me in these picks. I'm going to step out. I don't pick this team that often, but I'm going to go with the Rangers today over the A's. I'm going to go with the O's. Charles, it's not that hard just to say that. But the O's versus the Rockies, I think they're playoff ready. And then I also would go with the Brewers over the Reds.
Oh, Teddy. Cubs, Yankees, Guardians, Rangers, O's, and Brewers. So I guess we figured out what we're going to do. We're just going to accept them saying O's. I like it.
Yeah, that's the O's.
The O's. D-Mize, I got a question for you. You're a Braves fan. Teddy, you're a Braves fan. The White Sox are the worst team in baseball.
Right.
But the Braves need the Mets to lose. As a Braves fan, I'm not talking betting right now. Do you root for the White Sox today? Let's just pretend you didn't pick the Mets, okay? Do you root for the White Sox today to get it straight and beat the Mets?
No. Well,
it's hard.
The thing about it is the White Sox, they already got the worst record in baseball. So what are you playing for?
they're playing to beat the Mets because if they beat the Mets, then we get in the playoffs. But then if you root for the White Sox and they lose, now you're a loser. I'm so torn right now.
There's still time for you guys to make the playoffs, DC.
Oh, so now it's you guys. You're not a Braves fan now. You're gonna stick.
I'm a Pirates fan, and I like the Braves. Okay. I'm a Pirates fan. So,
all right, my picks. I'm just staying big screen here. I feel like these are all easy picks, and I feel like I'm just picking for nothing. I'm picking the Yankees because the Cardinals suck. I'm picking the Rangers because the A's suck. I'm picking the Mets because the White Sox suck. I'm picking the Brewers over the Reds because the Brewers have to win. Because their division's tight and the Reds are not playing good ball, but the Brewers have to win. I'm picking the Orioles because the Rockies suck. And I'm picking the Mariners because the Angels suck. It's so simple right now. You've got 5 teams here that are out of their division, pretty much out of the playoffs, and they're playing teams that are in first.
Right.
I feel like this is an easy 6-0 minus the Brewers-Reds game. That's the only competition I'm putting out there, and the Brewers really need to win, so that's where I'm going with that. Next week starts football. We will be having a 6-game parlay for the NFL football here. I was just checking the time. So we got 30 minutes left. If I had 15 minutes here, we could do the NFL parlay. We'd be fine. Remember we were talking about earlier, D?
Right.
So we don't need to change nothing. All right, this segment is brought to you by something everybody's been doing this weekend. It's Labor Day weekend.
Yes, sir.
One condoms. Let's go. I think I'm going to make a condom man. I think I'm going to take a picture of the BFAM condom and put arms and legs on it and make it dance around. I'm going to make an AI condom. This segment is brought to you by One Condoms. They have 10 lengths, 9 girths, and over 60 sizes available. Download the Fit Kit today from the website. Print it out, cut it out, measure for the perfect fit. This is called I'm Just Saying. It's so weird without Kunta here. I feel like I feel like I've been petty enough today, but I just don't feel like it was received. I feel so empty. Oh, guess who's calling me? Look, Kunta's calling me. There's no way I'm answering that phone. You're out of your fucking mind.
I told you he was going to call you or text you. You was going too far, DC. I told you you were going too far.
I mean, all right. So we're going to start off here. We'll let D minus. I'm just saying.
Man, this weekend, you guys, is the best holiday of all time. I don't know if you guys agree with that. Reason being, I'll be 44 on tomorrow, you guys.
Happy birthday.
Appreciate it. And it's been a blessing, man. Been on Earth 44 years. A lot of people ain't made it to 20 or 21, man. But I'm grateful to be here. I want you guys to have a good time. You partying, stay safe. Don't get too drunk. But I will be, because I will be in Jamaica. I will be in Jamaica. And I think I might do a little something this time, Ted. I think I might try some. It's a weed thing out there this weekend.
Let's go!
Hell yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, my wife said,
yeah.
"You ain't gonna do that." I said, "Hey, it's my birthday. All bets are on, man. I'm good, but I'm gonna enjoy myself. Man. I'm gonna be on Jamaica for the week, man. I'll be in Miami tomorrow, but then porting out to Jamaica on Monday.
Hell yeah.
But man, I'm gonna enjoy myself. Thank you guys for always being there for me, man. Hey, birthday thing gonna be good. So I'm just saying, be safe, have a good time, because I will. I'll let y'all on the next show. No, show after that, I'll be gone. So peace out, y'all. I'm just saying, baby.
Hey, let's do it, Teddy. Happy birthday, D
Happy
minus.
birthday, D minus.
He's not gonna answer on his birthday. Y'all text him today. Save him some money. Don't text him on his birthday.
As soon as I get on the plane Sunday morning at 9:30, I will have my first cocktail.
I'll bet you have one before that. I'll make
You probably will. You're probably right.
All right, Teddy TKO, what are you just saying today?
All right, man. Shout out to D minus for the birthday. Happy birthday, brother.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
All right. So, as we stated earlier, you see I got this G right here on my jersey. This jersey right here, ladies and gentlemen, is my high school football jersey. I feel like Al Bundy from Polk High right now. So, you know, I mean, it's just a moment. Like every guy in here that played a high school sport, knowing your number was everything to you. And number 9, man, it was because the wide receiver from Florida State, Snoop Dogg Menace. That's why I love that number. Or Peter Ward, excuse me. That's what it was. But anyway, I went to Graham High School, and it's here in North Carolina. And over the recent years, let's say 19, my high school has not had a 500 or above record since I left 19 years ago. Next year will be 20 years since I graduated high school. Right? Exactly. Now, at the time I was there at Graham, they had this small window, let's say 8 years, where they went to a state runner-up state championship, won the state championship, and then we came in there, I think a year later after that, and went, I think in my 4 years of playing high school, and lost 8 games. So after we left my senior year in 05, they had the next year they just started losing. I think they had 4 wins, and after that they have not. I think last year they won 1 game.
Dang.
So the reason why is because in certain cities like this, exactly, certain cities right here, the school board played politics with the children. So it's not about the integrity of how well your school performs around here. It's about the football programs or the sports programs. So they've been moving the county lines to certain schools to benefit them, not necessarily the kids. And now at this point, they moved. Let's say Graham was already having a problem with a lot of Section 8 or under low-income families. They now added other communities that's not even typically even in the city to make it even more downgraded in order to get more money from the state. So they asked me to come out there and help with the chain game, not this previous Friday, but the one before, for the high school game. I was like, no problem. I was going to be sitting around playing the game anyway. I went out there, and they was playing against our rival school, or one of them, Southern Alamance, which one of my daughters goes to the school now because they moved the county line last year. She should be going to Graham, okay? But anyway, I'm going to be honest. When you move that line and you added where, again, these kids over here at my school is not getting the best quality of school. I'm not going to talk about the teachers, but I'll say the atmosphere, because, again, if you make these children feel like they're not wanted by other schools or wanted by certain educators, because the turnover rate is ridiculous. Every year they got at least 20 new teachers. Then it's hard to establish a good foothold with education with those students. So I'm glad that she's going to Southern Alamance. However, I hate how they moved a lot. So my team comes out there doing warm-ups. I don't know what they were doing. It looked like a Pee-wee football team. They was around there just twirling their hands, looking down at the other team. The other team down there looking like they're about to destroy them. It looked like little giants. However, all right, they got a rule in North Carolina. I didn't know this because we used to crush teams too, but it wasn't different. If you score 40 points or you're up 40 points at any point in the game, they don't stop the time. And let's just say Southern was up 40-0 before halftime, right? The final score was 63-0 because they let the time just roll. The third string for Southern Alamance was in the third quarter. Here's the problem when y'all do that. Those kids out there for Graham busted their tail every single play. And they may not be as talented as at other school. However, I am proud of them boys because they did not quit. They played every single snap. They busted their tail. They may not, again, they didn't win the game. They didn't even score. To be honest, I think their total yardage the whole game was maybe negative 120. Maybe. I'm not making this up, dog. It was so bad at times I wanted to walk away from that game. But that all being said, you got to support those kids though.
Right.
those kids on the Graham sideline, it was the fact that they had to take the Graham cheerleaders and put them on the other side with Southern Alamance cheerleaders because they visiting came there with like 200 plus people. And yet the other sideline maybe had 25 people. So that's like to say there was only maybe 30 kids on the team. You're saying that even every single parent, one of them representing, can't even come out to see their own baby play. And y'all should be ashamed of yourselves.
That's crazy.
Yes, you're absolutely right. It's not about wins. It's not about losses. It's about supporting those children because they need that support. Now, I know in my time, we had the stadium packed. It was people sitting on their homes across the street trying to watch the games. I know these days of old, and I love that. However, those kids need the same love too. So every game the rest of this year, I will be a part of their flag crew at the home games because you need to support these children out here, and it doesn't take much. Now, I know they went up on the price. It's $10 a ticket for admission, but please spend the time and show those kids you love them. They are loved. They're trying real hard. I know it sucks. I'm getting a little emotional now because I really hate that feeling. Like those kids, man, they were getting hurt so bad too. I mean, I see some kids get picked up and thrown down the field, and it was just like, yeah, I'm serious. It's like play one all the way through. They were just throwing those kids all over the way, and it just felt like so bad. Even the other team didn't even really cheer that much. It's like they knew there's nothing they could do about it. And golly, man, just show those kids some love. They need it because, man, I could not. Man, I couldn't do that.
Facts. Support your local. Support your local youth athletics, man. Show up at a couple games, man. I go to baseball games all the time. Just sit in the stands and watch.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm DC, and I'm just saying, I am so proud of you, Danielle Hutchins. She's on a show here called Speaking On Site Podcast, Fridays at 5 o'clock. She got picked up by the one and only DJ Khaled. And today we're going to Campbell High School to shoot a video with her. She'll be moving on. She's the third artist to leave BFAM to go with DJ Khaled. So shout out to her. Watch DC a little later today. I'll be in the music video. It's called Answer My Call. It's a song about like when you're praying to God, you're like, come on, man, answer my call, answer the phone. It's a pretty cool video. And you know, being that I'm going to be around God, I'm just saying, Petty is so important.
I thought you was done.
I'd say that one last piece for I'm just saying. This one's a segment. Petty is so important. It lets your friends know that you love them when you can't hug them.
Damn.
I'm just saying. This big Get My Sports. I am.
Well, you're going to get it. You're going to get it.
He started it. He ate that cake last time in solo mode. It's coming now, I know. All right. Y'all have a great day. Watch some football. Drink some beer. Get on the grill. You know I'll be on the grill. Watch Get Money Sports next week. Happy birthday to D-. Hey,
Yes, sir.
what happens in Jamaica, don't bring that shit back here, boy. We don't want that shit. We don't want that shit.
Except the weed. Except the weed. Bring
No,
that
don't
back.
bring that shit back here either. I'm back at bowling on Tuesday.
You can ship it to.
Happy birthday to the D-. We'll see you
Happy birthday.
next Saturday.